Afternoon, beautiful people. Welcome to another edition of the Dream Wager. We are live here today on this magnificent Monday, June 21st, 2021. I'm your host, Dylan, and boy, does it feel good to be back with you guys. I am with NBA guru Elvis. How was your weekend, sir?
Not swell.
Yeah.
Not swell.
We'll talk about that. And joining us, as always, from sunny South Carolina, the legend, Joey D. How are you, sir?
Doing well. Just like we said, the boxing world champs would do. They defended all their titles over the weekend.
Oh, what'd you guys talk about?
I just said don't expect a new champ this weekend, and didn't expect
all the champs retained.
Yeah, undefeated now.
Michaela Meyer won via unanimous decision. Naoya Inoue scored 3 knockdowns en route to a KO win, and Jamal Charlo also won via unanimous decision. So,
hopefully, somebody out there parlayed it.
Yeah,
were the odds good?
Favorites. No,
they were heavy favorites.
Heavy favorites.
Yeah.
It's like you parlayed them, and it was a lock. So,
did you guys also see my boy Spider
Anderson Silva? That's right. He beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Split decision, or was it unanimous?
I think everyone who watched it knew that should have been a unanimous decision. But those judges, those boxing judges, man, they try to rob him. They gave him a split decision win. So,
do you see a history for him in the boxing world, or was this just a one-time thing?
I think he can have, he actually started off boxing, so he might make a play at it a little bit. He's a guy who fought a real boxer, so you got to respect that, man. He's one of the GOATs.
Yeah,
it was impressive, but at the age of 45, I don't think he
Nah.
as much to prove or to do.
Why do you think he did it then?
I think he was probably just bored. Maybe he wanted a payday.
You know,
Maybe
make
UFC
that bag. Yeah.
Yeah, UFC wasn't paying him enough, so he probably just got what he would get in 5 fights in the UFC and one in a boxing match.
And he won.
Anyone.
Anyone.
Got a second one on the way. Why not?
We'll see. I hope to see him again because it was very entertaining fight.
Yeah, a lot of love and respect too from Chavez Senior, and Canelo was there, so it was a good feel good event.
Yeah, Elvis, you had a good weekend in the UFC. First time making some picks. How'd you do?
I went 2-1. Did my thing.
Yeah.
I know my role and I play it well. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know how I bet against a guy named Korean Zombie.
me either.
I thought 50K had it. Joe, we were wrong on that.
We go for the money, 50K. It sounds good, but man,
Yeah.
he's a legend of the sport. TKZ, the Korean Zombie, man. So
I thought he just dominated every round, like especially on the ground. And I just thought that Dan Ige would just keep his distance and tag him. But even the Korean Zombie in the hand on the feet, he was better in that.
yeah, definitely all the way around. But yeah, the grappling was just like light years ahead. Honestly, there was a big gap there.
What'd you think of the co-main event?
Man, I mean, in terms of the whole main card, on the wagering side, I did not do good. But as for I was impressed by the fight night. I was impressed by the entire fight
Really?
night.
What was your favorite fight?
Oh, obviously, Elvis had a bet on this. It was that Chito Vera Dangerous Grant fight. That was the best fight of the night by far. But you asked me about the co-main event. I think that was a huge win for the Polar Bear Spivak, beating a 75 fight veteran in Alexei Oleinik. So the Boa Constrictor is his nickname. I thought it was I battled the nicknames. We love when we get that. So that was an impressive performance. He defended all the submissions and everything. So good for him.
He just looked like the fresher fighter. I
Younger,
thought.
that I think age. And
Oleinik was throwing like too many haymakers, and he was just trying to like lean in, and
that's his game. And he was like, the way to
Yeah.
defend the jab for him is to like put his head into it. So
but he was getting upperhooked.
yeah, definitely. But you asked about the fight of the night, and that was Marlon Vera. He got his revenge against Davey Grant because they fought. This is a run back for them, and all credit to both those men. Yeah, that was the knock him down, drag him out brawl. It had grappling, blood, high drama to the sound of the bell. And I know Elvis went with Grant there, but you can't be mad at that loss, man. That's a tremendous, first day betting on the UFC, Elvis. You did a great job.
It would have been nice to go 3-0 though.
That's for sure.
Would have been
But
nice.
2-1, you're still in the green.
I'm still in the green, coming out. So it's all right.
Well,
I'll take it.
you got this week too. It's going to be a big fight night again.
Well, we got that, man. Dude, like I said, the whole fight night card was amazing. You had another South Korean. He won via knockout. Sungwoo Choi, he beat Julian Rosa. That was a first round knockout. I didn't see that coming.
No.
We had a perfect analysis on the fight before that between Bruno Silva and Wellington Turman, because these guys are first round finishers. And Bruno Silva, man, had a brutal knockout, man, threw that fist when he was on the ground and just
He knocked him out in guard, right?
Knocked him out in guard. His head had nowhere to go. When your head's flush to the ground, your chin can only move.
Oh my
So-
god, that was an impressive knockout.
That was an impressive knockout, but man, did we ever kick it off with what we want to call the father of the Lima brothers? Because
Oh my god,
Matt the Immortal Brown at 40 years old, and it's fitting it was Father's Day yesterday. His
Yeah.
nickname's also fitting for being the Immortal, because the 40-year-old, man, he beat Douglas Lima in the past, and I went with Diego Lima getting that second round knockout. But boy, I thought it'd be vengeance if Matt Brown just plays no games, and he got that impressive knockout, bro.
it didn't even look like he threw it that hard, but I guess the way he hit Lima, it just, as soon as he upperhooked him, he just went down.
He
I was
beat
like,
him
oh
to
my.
the punch, man. That's what it was. The straights beat the hooks in timing. So, all credit to that OG, future Hall of Fame. We talked about it. And shout out to our girl, King Casey O'Neill. I know you had her winning.
Thank you. Honestly, I was watching it, the prelims, getting ready for the main card, and I see this girl, and sometimes I just go off of, she looks good. So I was like, yo, this girl is not bad, and she could fight.
And it's plus money.
The three best things in the world.
That's right. Those are all.
So I
you
had
know.
to take her, and I texted Joey. I was like, dude, this girl's not bad looking. I think I took her, and he goes, and she's gonna win. Watch, and she just dominated all 3 rounds. She won unanimously, right?
No, she finished her opponent. She choked out a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. So, man, she's a threat in that division. She's a definite threat in that
Just
division.
dominated.
Yeah.
But going back to Matt Brown real quick, I asked you before we started recording, do you think he goes off into the sunset now?
I wouldn't like to see it. A lot of people are actually clamoring for him to fight Nick Diaz if he decides to make a comeback.
Wow.
I think that would be an interesting fight, seeing these two OGs. But it doesn't hurt to go off like that on a high note with a knockout victory against two kind of like your rivals and defeating both of them. It'd be a great story for Matt Brown to go out with that KO victory. But these guys and these fighters, he very well might be featured on another pay-per-view or a card very soon.
He should be after that performance.
That's for sure.
What do we have this week in terms of PFL, Bellator
Absolutely.
one?
Yeah, like you said, we have the UFC, another fight night. It's Gane versus Volkov. And
Another
then
heavyweight.
That's right. And then on Friday, we have both Bellator at 9 p.m. on Showtime, headlined by Tim Johnson versus Valentin Moldavsky for the Bellator Heavyweight World Championship. And then PFL is on at 10 p.m., ESPN2, headlined by Kayla Harrison versus Cinda Dandois. And it's going to basically decide who's going to move on into the featherweight playoffs for them, the women's featherweight playoffs. And I think it's a lock. She's probably going to come in as a -1,000 favorite. So that's what we got to look forward to. So we'll get more into that on Friday. We'll have our picks and everything.
But besides that, we had absolute madness happening in the NBA this weekend. The number 1 seed 76ers eliminated. The number 2 seed Elvis, your Brooklyn Nets, eliminated. Gone. And in the Western Conference, the Suns take a 1-0 lead against the Clippers. Devin Booker, 40-point triple-double. He was in his bag.
Special.
Honestly. And I think we got to congratulate the Spaniard Jon Rahm for the U.S. Open and his first major championship. This is just a great story for him and his family. After getting diagnosed with COVID 2 weeks ago while winning a golf tournament by 5 strokes and having to pull out, 2 weeks later, he wins the U.S. Open.
Meant to be.
God has a plan, I'm telling you.
Seriously, that's an amazing win. I didn't know that. Thank you for that bit of caveat.
Yeah, it was just so happy. He just had a baby boy. It was a great story.
The stars have aligned for Jon Rahm. Congratulations to him.
Everything came full circle for the kid.
You saw him when he hit that last putt on 18. It was like Tiger. He went and he did the little fist pump. I was so happy for him. The crowd went insane too. So congratulations again, Jon Rahm. My pick, Morikawa, didn't cash. He ended 4th. Joe, how did your golf plays do?
We both had Zalatoris in there, kind of outright winner, and he didn't even make the cut, man. I just think, sometimes the pressure gets to young guys, and he has a bright future, so I think we have a lot to look forward to him.
Yeah, but you got to make the cut.
You got to make the cut, man. He placed 8th down here in South Carolina, and he was 2nd at the Masters, so you thought it would be a higher expectation for that.
But I did hit on a Brian Hartman finishing in the top 30 at plus 210. So I'm happy I hit something. Elvis, how was your weekend in the NBA? We'll talk about that in a little, but how'd your record go?
Overall, I did take Atlanta +7.
Okay, that cashed.
Nice. Paul George, Nicholas Batum, and Reggie Jackson fucked me at the end of the game 1. I had Clippers +5. Ended up losing by 1. Final score 120 to 114. Nobody could have hit a shot. Everybody was wide open too. That's all I don't get, but you know how it is.
Playoff basketball.
Overall, horrible weekend. I'm down units.
It's been a bad week.
It was a bad
Joe,
weekend.
How was your week in the NBA? You touched on some games, right?
Yeah, and I also, if you include the UFC picks that I had, I went 500, 11 and 11. So, in both major sports and combat sports, we stayed even.
Yeah, I hit on the under 221 on Friday with the Hawks and Philly game, but lost my 2 player props. Ben Simmons under 7.5, fucking got 9 again.
That's what he could do, honestly. Let's just be real.
And for yesterday, I took Giannis under 52.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He went way over that. Not a good weekend for me in the NBA as well. I might lay off some player props for a little.
Bro, it was just a bad week.
I mean, I say that, but then tomorrow, I'll have one.
You're going to have a few.
Yeah.
Not just one, a few.
Speaking of the NBA, I mean, there are no games for tonight, but we're down to 4 teams. Like I mentioned, the Suns took a 1-0 lead over the Clippers, and game 2 will be tomorrow night in Phoenix. That Suns and 4 guy, he's a legend.
Bro, he got free tickets. People are coming up to him.
He's a celebrity.
King of Phoenix.
He's a legend. He's a legend in Phoenix.
Do you guys see the Suns taking care of business tomorrow night?
I'll be honest, yes, and this is the main reason why Clippers are 2-0 when they go down 0-2.
Oh my God.
So I could see the Clippers might just feel more comfortable down 0-2. I don't know. So I do expect the Suns to win tomorrow night. I don't know about the spread. I think it's at 6.
It's at 6 right now.
Might be a little high.
I thought 5 was too high, and they fucked me. So, I'll be going with the Suns winning at home, even without Chris Paul. I expect them to win.
Chris
That was
Paul
my question.
confirmed out. Yeah, I was just gonna ask that as well.
I think he is, bro. I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to give you false news, but honestly, I think he will be. I think is a minimum.
I'm actually just
breaking news.
No. I'm looking at my thing at 10:01. It's 1:20 right now. Chris Paul has been symptoms free since testing positive for COVID-19 since June 16th.
Yeah, but
it's been 5 days.
Yeah, but he's symptom free, but he might still have
COVID.
The
virus
in his body.
Yeah,
they have their protocols there. But
Joe, what do you see happening?
I'm gonna take the money because right when I got it, the Clippers are plus 195, and I think if Devin Booker doesn't have a game like he just had, and especially if Chris Paul's not playing, I think it starts favoring the Clippers a little more. So I feel comfortable taking him. I get your point. They feel comfortable themselves going down 0-2, and they're undefeated in that. But I think we might even the series, and let's maybe go 7 here. I think we have interesting stuff going on now that we have some of the favorites out. So
I was leaning towards the under, but Phoenix tends to score a lot of points at home. I'm going to be more interested to take the under when they go back to LA because then if they do go down 0-2, which I think they might, but 6 is a lot. So maybe if it gets to 7.5, you maybe take a little sprinkle on the Clippers. But I don't know. I think my initial thoughts is I probably would take the points with the Clippers. I think you're going to see them come out because Phoenix is a different team than they've played. Like they're better than Dallas. And who did they just beat? Denver, and they're better than Denver. So getting down 0-2 to this team is way different. Especially
word on Kawhi.
He's done for the.
He's done. It's not like they didn't come out saying it was like a torn ligament or anything, but there's something wrong with his ACL.
He's not even traveling with the team.
Yeah, I know for sure. I'm not 100% sure he didn't tear it, but I don't think he tore it. I think it's something wrong with the
tissue. No, so some ligaments in his ACL, MCL joint.
Yeah, but nothing is torn.
But I can't imagine him coming back.
I don't even know what it is.
And it's not pandemic P anymore. It's
playoff P. Put some respect.
Yeah,
you better put some respect on my man's name.
Yeah,
I've been telling you for a while now.
He's the leader now.
He's one of the best two-way players in NBA.
Wow.
Yes, defensively and offensively, he's up there.
You see any value with like the series correct score? Like how many? Like what do you see the Phoenix going 4-2 in the series? Because right now on the money line, it's no value. Clippers are plus 350, and the Suns are minus 450.
If I had honestly put a bet on it, I'll do Suns in 6.
Suns in 6 would be plus 380.
And I might like ride with the team. But I'd go 7, Suns in 7.
Wow. Suns in 7 would be plus 400.
I'm gonna be honest, it's hard. It might be hard to bet against the Clippers, man. What they did against Game 5 and Game 6 against Utah with no Kawhi, it's pretty impressive. I ain't even gonna lie.
And I'm telling you, they're better at home than they are on the road.
And bro, that's a good. And I'm gonna be honest. Let's get some props for Ty Lue. He pressed all the right.
Clippers.
Yeah, he pressed all the right buttons. Travis Maine. That's his name.
Yeah.
Travis Maine. Salute you, bro. Second year in the league, putting up those type of numbers in
posters,
the game 6, posters, everything.
He had a game 1 too, but Devin Booker went for 40.
Yeah, he had. I don't know why he didn't put up more shots. He went 3 for 4, 3 for 3 from 3 with 9 points. Bro, if you're hot, you see what you did game 6. You still hot. You went 3 for 4. You should put up.
But he's a bench player, so in his mind, he's like, I gotta give it to Reggie. I gotta give it to Paul George.
I hear you, but bro, at the end of you carried them there. You carried. It wasn't for it. Would if you didn't show up game 6, it would have been in game 7, not game 1 yesterday. So to me, I feel like Ty Lue got to tell him like, yo, you gotta put up the shots, man. You're kind of replacing Kawhi. You gotta gas him up. Tell him like, yo, you're Kawhi now. You know, because you're playing like it. You're not gonna tell me he's not playing. He's playing great.
It's always the philosophy. Next man up. He's the one. He's the next man.
Yeah, and I think Reggie Jackson's doing a good job with that. Yeah. He's been stepping up, hitting big time shots. Morris too.
Yeah, Morris too. And I feel like the Clippers only win when Morris goes for 15 or more.
That's true. He needs to have a good game.
They need 3 efficient players to go off.
Might be a player prop to lock in.
Paul George can't do it by himself. Reggie Jackson, Paul George, maybe, but with Morris, that's a definite win. When all 3 of them go for 20 or plus, I think they might be even undefeated this season in the playoffs when they each go for 20, because I haven't seen them lose when they do.
You know what team I know that hasn't gone undefeated? We're going to talk about it. Elvis, I know this is a hard topic for you, but I'll let you say your piece.
My heart's with you, brother.
What happened?
This is from the soul, everybody. This is coming from my heart. As a Nets fan, like I told Joey on Friday's show, we just needed somebody to come along with Kevin Durant. You know, Game 5, we have Jeff Green step up, have 27 points. Saturday night, man, Joe Harris. I ain't mad at you, bro, but you ain't shit, dog.
He stinks.
You ain't shit, dog. I'm gonna be honest, bro. We needed you to hit. You finally hit 2 threes in a game, which is
it's a miracle.
It's a miracle for you. But bro, with I think 54 seconds left, my man in overtime, my man Kevin Durant pulls up, misses a jump shot. Brook Lopez tips it to the left side. Jeff Green gets the rebound, passes it. Passes it.
Okay.
Guess who's wide fucking open?
Who?
On the left side of the key.
Who?
Wide open. Joe Harris.
You know why they left him open?
I would have left it open. I would have turned my back to him and started getting the rebound. I don't know.
He forgot how to shoot.
Bro, I don't know if you have a broken wrist, sprained wrist, strained wrist, fractured wrist. You need some icy hot side. Bro.
Oh, my God.
The game was tied 111 to 111. You hit that shot, you're the hero. These 6 past games out the window.
Yeah.
You went 1 for 1 when the game was tied. That's what matters, Joe. It was heartbreaking, Dylan. You're laughing. I'm not laughing. I'm smiling. You understand? They know my personality, so I'm gonna play it off. I'm gonna take it to the chin. That's what I do.
Yeah. That's sometimes how we cope with things, but it was rough, man.
It was heartbreaking, man. And I just want to give props to KD. He put on a performance.
No more KD slander.
No more. He literally carried that team.
He put on a performance of a lifetime, put a series of a lifetime, but no excuses here, man. Give bigs up to Giannis. Chris Middleton. He had a great home moments. Not a big road player, but at home he held it down. So shout out to Chris Middleton.
This is a big moment for Giannis's career.
Bro, if Giannis wins this championship right here, then all the slander goes away. They'll talk about him as one of the great players.
Giannis actually saved Mike Budenholzer's job.
Yeah. If he didn't win that game yesterday, even though it's probably not even his fault, that guy is fired.
I'll say also maybe you got to think of if KD had a shoe size smaller, might be out of their control.
Joe. No excuses.
Yeah.
No excuses, you know what I found out today, Joe? That just blew my mind out. I almost threw my phone at the TV.
Why didn't you?
Because I would have to buy a new TV. Kevin Durant wears 1 shoe size bigger for comfort. Let me repeat that. Kevin Durant wears 1 shoe size bigger for comfort.
Does that even...
So if he wears his actual shoe size, we're having a different conversation. That's what... Wow. I'm not going to be calm.
But
That's what blows my mind.
He addressed the foot on the line. He said, God has a plan. It's all good.
I know. Exactly. That's God has a plan. We'll be back next season. Fuck around, go 73-8.
The chemistry will be there. You guys will probably be more healthier too.
Hopefully we be able to keep James Harden. I don't know if we'd be able to flex that type of muscle and keep all that money underneath. But
do you think it's Kyrie's injury that prevented you from moving on?
No excuses. No excuses.
But it did hurt you.
It did hurt. It didn't help. And I'll be honest, when Kyrie got hurt, we was up 2-0 in the series, and in Game 3 we was up 33-22. Then he got hurt, and then
I feel like super teams are allergic to winning it the first year, don't you?
No, because the Celtics won it the first year. So,
but Miami didn't. Brooklyn didn't. You know what I mean? And those are
what the state did 2 in a row.
Yeah, and that's another thing that I'll address on a different day. That I think KD should have stayed, because why you leave a good marriage like that? You got Steph, Clay, good coach, good GM. You got
Because you would
Draymond
never
Green.
get the respect you deserve.
It wasn't
If
his team.
You see how you're
you
praising. You see how you're saying all this slander needs to go away.
I'm not slandering him.
No. But
I thought he played. He was amazing.
I know.
I think he's the best player.
I'm saying you just said after this performance.
No, I didn't.
All this slander needs to go away.
Yeah.
Why was it up to this performance? Why this slander?
No, I always thought that. Even when he signed with the Nets and Kyrie, I just don't understand. The same thing with Kyrie. I don't understand why you leave a good situation sometimes.
Yeah,
you were with LeBron, guaranteed a finals appearance. Same thing with KD. He got everything because of the Warriors. Not saying he didn't play well because he got MVP. Obviously, he was the best on the court. But I think why leave a good situation when you're guaranteed at least conference championship? I understand you want to win it by yourself, but for a guy like Kyrie,
at the end of the day, bro, they want the same thing. This is why they came together, bro. At the end of the day, they wanted to both
but look
shut
how
down.
many games. I'm sorry for keep cutting you off, but how many games have they played together healthy?
Probably like less than 30, bro.
And that's the issue. Look,
know.
you're playing an arm and a leg for these guys.
At the end of the day, they came together they had the same mission. They on the same mission. They want to prove everybody wrong that they ain't need LeBron. He need Golden State to win a ring.
This is true.
That they could do it by themselves. Everybody says Kyrie's a cancer. Everybody says Durant is this. He's a media guy. He's too soft.
Mm-hmm.
They win a title that gets knocked off, especially in Brooklyn. You bring New York a NBA championship, that goes out the window, and you're automatically considered all time.
Yeah,
all time. So they on the same mission, man. So we'll be back.
I hope he does win. I want to be very clear. I'm a big KD fan, but that's just how I feel. I also think that they will win a ring, but it just wasn't this year. And we thought the Bucks were the only team that could possibly do it.
Yeah.
What do you think the Nets need to do in the offseason to get past the second round?
To get rid of Joe Harris. Anybody but Joe
Simple.
Harris. I'm gonna be honest. If anybody but Joe Harris. To me, I would have started Landry Shamet over Joe Harris after Game 4. Game 4 was the last straw. I was like, "You're not it, kid. You had a good run. You got your 3-point contest.
He was ice cold. You got to make a change,
done, bro. I would have personally had Landry Shamet in there. Even give my boy Tyler Johnson some minutes. Anybody, because I guarantee they would have shot whatever percentage he shot, they would have shot better, especially Landry Shamet. I just fuck with Landry Shamet. He's
a good shooter.
He's a good shooter, great
off
shooter.
The bench, though.
Good on ball defender. Yeah, he's a little undersized. Joe Harris a little bigger, but.
And I think that's what you saw in this next game we're about to talk about. I think they exposed Seth Curry with his size. That guy, he got beat by a Weasley brother from the fucking Harry Potter series, the redhead Hunter.
Shooter.
Let's go. He's a shooter, but Seth Curry was guarding him. Like, obviously. Well, let's talk about that other side of the bracket. We saw the Hawks stun the Philly last night in Philly. Trae Young, you got to blow it all up. Blow the whole team up. How can you continue to follow the process?
Can't trust it.
You can't.
I'll be honest. Embiid is the process. So
no, I agree, and I want to be clear with that question. It wasn't towards Embiid. It was kind of towards more Ben Simmons.
All right. So before we blame Ben Simmons, I already know how you're going with this, Dylan.
Okay.
I was gonna rip Ben Simmons.
I am.
But nah, bro, you had 5 points. You had 5 points, bro. Nah, you getting ripped today. You had 5 points, 6 points, and then 8 points in game 5, 6, and 7. What's that? And you call yourself a superstar. You want to be walking around with Kendall.
Oh my!
Can't
she's
be
with
doing
Devin Booker.
And I can see why she's with Devin Booker. Wow, bro.
His own coach can't even sponsor him.
Bro, your own coach and your own best. I'm not gonna call you and Joel best friends, but your own partner in crime said the game turned when we passed up an open layup and missed a free throw. Who the hell passed up on an open layup?
Ben Simmons.
Bro, you was in your head. I understand. Maybe the moment's too big for you.
It is.
But, bro, I don't give a fuck if you went 0 for 50. You better go hammer that ball down, bro. If they hack you, they hack you. Go 1 for 51. You gotta be confident, bro. You can't just
shoot.
Yeah, you can't just you can't go 2 for 4 in a game 5, in a game 6, in a game 7. You can't, bro. You gotta be a man. You gotta take some shots. You gotta put the team on your back, bro. You gotta have more confidence. There's no way you only put 4 or 5 shot attempts in a game 6 and game 7. There's no reason why Ben Simmons, three-time All-Star, only has less than 6 shot attempts in games 5, 6, and 7.
Not good. You know what Shaq said?
What did he say?
No, he said if I was his teammate, I'd punch him in the face.
Oh my God.
Shaq would have done that.
Yeah,
and that's why Kobe didn't fuck with him. But I'm gonna be honest, man. Ben,
do you trade Ben Simmons?
You gotta trade him.
You have to.
I'll donate him. Nah,
you gotta get something for him.
You gotta get something. You gotta get good assets.
Because he is good defensively.
He's an all-star.
But his value is definitely low.
He was a second runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
He's an all-star. You know, he's arguably a top 20-ish player. If he had a jump shot, he would be top 5 without a question.
Yeah.
So,
but it doesn't even look like he's training or actually taking the time out to practice.
Shannon Sharp said it good. He said that since Ben Simmons came to the league, you see nothing positive coming from his jump shot since his rookie year.
Yeah.
Since Lonzo Ball came into the league, every season you saw Lonzo's ball jump shots get better. So I don't know if psychologically he can't do it, or he hasn't tried to do it, or he just physically can't.
Yeah.
He might, you never know. He just possibly physically can't put up a jump shot. And we might have to accept him how he is. And just, you know, he's still one of the best point guards in the game, but you just might have to accept Ben Simmons for who he is. He's not a free throw shooter. He's not a jump shooter. He's going to get you a double-double in an efficient way. And
rebounds and assists.
Yeah.
I want to read you this stat on Ben Simmons in the 4th quarter of this series. Game 1, 2 for 2.
Efficient.
Game 2, 0 for 0. Game 3, 1 for 1. Game 4, 0 for 0. Game 5, 0 for 0. Game 6, 0 for 0. And guys, guess what? Game 7, 0 for 0.
Oh my God.
This man is so bad at shooting the ball that he's either not in the game because he's so bad at free throws and jump shots, or he would just rather pass the ball, like you said. He beat his defender to the bucket, and since a guy cut and was open, and he wasn't open. They got to trade him. He's awful. Defensively, great.
All time.
He could get boards. He could get assists. He's good in conditioning wise. He hustles, but it's beginning to become a real problem. And you hire Doc Rivers to get around this curve. He's not off the hook either because he has a history of blowing leads. Is Doc the most overrated coach?
I think I'm gonna be honest with his record, man. He might have to be, man.
And I think it's hurting the process because I honestly think Joel Embiid is the only fucking player that actually is giving it his all. I think he's playing with a torn meniscus, and he even addressed it. He goes, "My knee is really messed up," and he's averaging a double-double. Tobias Harris is missing open layups. You're paying this man max money for fucking nothing. Seth Curry's the second star, and then you have to take him out and put Shake Middleton in because he's a better defender. Seth Curry got dominated on the defensive end, so that's why they had to take him out of the game, and now that hurts you offensively.
We're more emotionally charged in this than I feel like some of the office people have been. I hope that maybe they turn a new leaf, and this is how they come across it because they definitely need to make some changes. So you guys are definitely valid in what the opinions you have here.
Yeah.
You was talking about Ice Trey.
Oh yeah.
Ice Trey had. Let's not get too game. He did not have a good game. He shot 5 for 23, 2 from 11 from 3. He just didn't choke it away.
But look how many free throws he got.
I know.
And that's why.
I know, but you shot 5 for 23. I could shoot that with my left hand, bro.
But he hit the one when it counted from 30 feet.
Yeah, that's. I was gonna say that. I'm like, at the end of the day, when his team needed him most,
he hit
21. I think 10 or 11 points out of the 21 came in the 4th. So big shots out there. But Trey, 5 for 23, bro. Not gonna get it done.
You got to bring it into this next game.
Not gonna get it done. Kevin Hunter,
the 4th Weasley brother.
Yeah, he's not gonna be there to draw 27 every day when you go 5 for 23, bro. So Ice Trey, you did have,
but he has other options. He has Capella. He has Bogdanovich. He has Collins.
Collins, yeah, he did.
He's great.
You saw the shirt he wore in the post-game interview?
Legendary. You know who he reminds me of? Like a Draymond Green. He gets people going. He's good defensively, and I think he has a better jump shot than Draymond. To be honest, he could hit three.
This season, yes.
Yeah,
but Draymond in his heyday in 2016,
of course,
disrespect my man's now.
Well, since Ice Trey and the boys took care of business on the road, now they're a plus 370 underdog in the upcoming series with the Bucks, who are minus 480 favorite. Any initial thoughts on how this series will go?
I'll be honest. After what I just witnessed, I won't be surprised the Bucks win in 4.
Oh my God! You're getting the broom out?
I'm not getting the broom out. I'm just devastated. That's just emotion talking. I'm gonna be honest.
But how do you keep doubting the Hawks? They were underdogs in every series, and they're proving everyone wrong.
It's because the best team in the NBA got eliminated. So this team is gonna show you. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I got Bucks game 1 -7.
Oh,
that's a line. I was like, damn, that's a high line. But you know what? I feel like Hawks is gonna come out a little flat. You know, they just came off a good 7-game series. Bucks have a huge 3 days off. You don't understand how huge that is this time of season. So I feel like this game 1, they're gonna come out, blow them out off the floor, possibly by like 20 points. Giannis gonna have a great game,
and they're gonna have to travel from Philly all the way to Milwaukee.
Yeah. And make it seem like there's no competition with those Bucks.
Bucks at home is just a different breed. Sorry to cut you off, Joe, but
brother, I'm trailing you. That's the thing, because I agree with you wholeheartedly. Like, I hate myself for that, for saying that like the Bucks could be favored out of the East, because if they came out of the series with the Nets, whoever came out of this series would have been the favorite. Yeah. So now that they have, I got to trail you, man, because I think they've got to make a statement in this game 1, and I think it goes into what you talked about with the coach, with Budenholzer. Like, he needs to have these boys playing, because I think if they get eliminated here, he's going to get fired. You say his job's safe. They get eliminated when they should be making it to the finals now.
Yeah.
His job should be in trouble again.
Yeah, now the pressure's all on the Bucks.
Yeah, absolutely. Nobody expected Atlanta to beat the Knicks.
That's a fact.
So Atlanta,
and then they said the number 1 seed? No way.
In 7 in Philly.
The Bucks did sweep them 460 plus 460. You like that?
Nah, I'll take them in. I have some respect for Atlanta, so I'm gonna take them in 6. What is it at 6?
Plus 400.
I was gonna say, because
I was thinking 10
I
bucks.
think the Hawks can sneak a game on the road, and they're guaranteed at least 1 at home.
Yeah, guaranteed 1 at home.
In Atlanta.
Definitely game 3. Definitely. Honestly,
if they go down,
I'm gonna tell you how the series is gonna go.
Oh,
Bucks win game 1. Atlanta wins game 2 and 3. Bucks win out the rest of the series.
Wow, I like that. I actually do like that.
And now going back to Joe's point, you were saying now that the Bucks got past this, whoever was coming out of that series is obviously going to be the favorite to win the whole thing. So right now, Milwaukee's the leading favorite to win the NBA championship at plus 105.
And what's Phoenix?
They're second plus 150, not too far off. Clippers plus 800, and then obviously the Hawks plus 1100.
I'll sprinkle. I might even sprinkle.
1100's not bad.
I'll even sprinkle some on the Clippers.
Why not?
I'll be honest, Clippers been playing great.
Even if they go down 2-0.
Bro, I'm telling you, they play better with down 0-2, man. I don't get it.
But the Suns team's different.
I understand, but you know, the 0-2, man, them boys play different.
I hear you.
Something about it. Shout out Coach Lou, man.
It's going to be interesting these next couple basketball games.
He did it without Doc. Jerry West made the right decision from the front office.
Jerry West is a genius.
Yeah, he knew what was going on. So
let's change gears to hockey. We got a huge game 5 tonight between the Islanders and the Lightning. Series is tied 2-2 for tonight. Lightning are a minus 186 favorite, while the Islanders are a plus 156 underdog. Total set at 5.5. Joe, where are you going for this game?
Man, that was definitely one of the biggest plays in New York playoff history, regardless of sport. Amazing job done by that. But if that goal was scored, I think Tampa Bay would have won it in overtime. So you asked me yesterday what I was going with, and, man, I'm rolling with Tampa Bay because I got them making the Stanley Cup Finals, and I think they try to make a statement here. They have to. If they let this game slip, they lose the next game after this. So it's a must win.
They can't go back to the Coliseum.
They can't go back to the Coliseum. So it's a must win, and I think they cover the puck line. So I'm taking Tampa Bay minus 1.5 at plus 150 because I didn't like the money line. They're too favorited. I try to get a little something worth the squeeze.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have an official play. I probably would lean to the under. It's favored at minus 150, 5.5. I think you're going to, especially losing last game, I think you're going to see a resilient effort on both sides, Islanders and Lightning. I think forechecking is going to be good. And the Lightning goalie, I can't pronounce his name, but he's going to win the Goalie of the Year award. And the Islanders goalie's been playing on his head too. So I like the under 5.5. I see it like a 3-1, maybe 3-2 win, maybe even 1-0, 2-0. Get that puck line for you.
That's right. I would like that.
But we also have another game 5 tomorrow night between the Canadiens and the Vegas Golden Knights. Joe, last night, they usually when the Canadiens score first, they wind up winning, and they scored first in the second period. I was like, let's go. I was hyped. Fucking, they tied it in the third. Vegas Golden Knights went in overtime. Fucking gave it up.
Your boys, man.
It's series is tied 2-2 though.
They're high scorers, those Vegas Golden Knights, man. They could put the puck at the back of the net, and you like what Carey Price is doing on the other end. But I think going into this game 5, another playoff hockey is electric right now. I got to do this. I got to kind of fade what I've always done, my precedent with taking the unders in the first period. For this game, I'm taking the over 1.5 in the first period at plus 107. I think these guys are going to be up and down the ice. So let's do it.
And I like that because in Vegas, they usually come out buzzing.
Absolutely.
The crowd's electric.
Oh, yeah.
So I could see it, but if I have anything on, I'll post it on my Action app. I'll probably have one. You already posted it, Joe, for you?
Yeah, everything's up on my Action app for you guys.
Perfect.
My boy.
Let's go to the Diamond. Anything for you tonight, Joey or Elvis?
Yeah, I'll be touching the first game actually on the board, which is the first of the doubleheaders between the Braves and the Mets, and I'll be touching the late night game between the Dodgers and the Padres.
Nice. You want to just go into them? What are your plays?
Yeah, I mean, DeGrom, man, we know he's having a little bit of tightness and a lot of concerns surrounding him. A lot of people are saying that the Mets should rest him, but he's making another start today, and I got to ride with him because he's just unstoppable. He's the GOAT for a reason. Yeah. So I like it first 5. I'll be taking the Mets and the run line. They're giving a half a run at minus 135. So once again, had to squeeze a little something out of it, but we could be in store for another dominant performance by Jacob deGrom.
For this game, the lines haven't come out on Action. They have them, but the Braves haven't announced a starter, so we don't really have lines. But if I'm getting plus price on a 1.5 with the Mets, I probably would take that. I agree with everything Joey said. I'm a little homer, but Jacob deGrom is the best player in that
full game, right?
Yeah, full game.
1.5 is at plus 115.
So I probably would take that. I like the under as well. We've been struggling to hit the ball, and Jacob.
The under 4.5 is a little spicy.
That's
for me.
like so low, right?
Bro, I'm like, and it's plus money. That's the tricky. I'm like, damn.
It's 7 innings, so you got to remember that Jacob deGrom will probably go 4 or 5, maybe 6 innings, and then what you have, Familia or Edwin Diaz to just close it out, or
Lugo, yeah.
Lugo been dealing.
Miguel Castro. I don't like Trevor May. May's all right.
He's been kind of on the decline, and he's not a reliever. Lucchesi, right, with the Churve, right? He's a starter.
Lucchesi. Joey Lucchesi.
With the Churve. That's an incredible pitch.
He's been a starter.
Yeah, that's been good. That's been real good, though.
But yeah, that's probably my initial thoughts on that game. For me, I have 2 plays as of right now. Probably have more a little later on. I'm going to touch the Indians Cub game, take a swing at the under 7.5. Call me Dylan Undy because I like underwear and and the unders. I know Wrigley Field is a favorable ballpark for hitters, but the Cubs have been a good under team at home. And most importantly, the wind is blowing 15 to 20 miles inward. Yeah. Savelli is on the mound for the Indians, and I know he's 10-2, but I can't imagine him keeping this pace. I see some regression coming from him. And plus, the Cubs are 25-12 at home. They're the second best home team besides the Mets. And they have one of the better bullpens in the league. And this Indians lineup is league average when it comes to batting average. I don't trust their lineup, so I'll take a stab at the under 7 runs. You're getting plus money here, which we all love, plus 100. So that's my first game. Do you have anything on that game?
No, I like I said, I was just getting to the late night one because I thought it was an interesting matchup.
I think we've all touched this Brewers D-backs game.
Yeah, I think I got Brewers at -114. Called them early. Around there at -120 on the money line. At the end there, I think the end the Diamondbacks are the worst team in the league. So
Yeah.
Are they on the road?
Yeah, Diamondbacks are home, but still,
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter, Joe.
Everyone knows their road record, that they have the worst. They lost. I'm on this game too. I'll be taking a swing another under 9.5 runs. But before anyone thinks the D-backs will win, let me warn you. Like Elvis said, this is a team that has lost 40 out of their last 45 games.
Ever since that Bumgarner 7-inning perfect, right?
Exactly. The Brewers have a well-rested bullpen with Hader, Brad Boxberger. But what's really interesting with the Brewers is that they're dead last in the league in batting average, and it's not even close. That's incredible, and they're still 10 games above 500. I just think with how bad the D-backs have been playing and the Brewers hitting drought, this will be a low-scoring game. I'm going to take under 9.5 runs at -122. That's my play.
Not bad. Not bad, you
Joe,
guys.
get into the rest of your plays. What do you
Yeah,
like?
the 10-10 late night game. Dodgers are visiting San Diego, taking on the Padres there. And I'm doing something here because I think both teams can hit. I know we got good starters we talked about. We got Urias on the Dodgers side and Darvish on the Padres side. But I feel comfortable in taking over 7 runs in the whole game because I like the even number. I've been getting burnt a lot of times with the half runs. So now that I saw a solid number, it's favored at -120, so I feel comfortable in that. And, man, being that the Dodgers are dogs for the first time this year, I'm going to be taking them money line in the first 5 at +100. It's just kind of a safe bet because they've always been a team to ride with, and I like the money. You know, we all do. So I'm taking them underdog here.
They're even getting a +0.5 run on the first 5, -140.
Not
so
too bad.
there's some value there as well.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it's crazy that the Dodgers are an underdog, but Darvish has been playing well. They're home, so
They're hitting
I don't know
too.
how I feel about the total, but I do think the Dodgers are a live dog.
Yeah, I have like something on this game. It's not an official play, it's just a lean. I think it's gonna be a great pitching matchup. If you guys want a little play for this game, I'll lean towards the under at 3.5, the first 5. I'm -110. I just feel like it might be a duel.
Yeah,
I might just do
I
it
could see
out.
that.
Straight shout out through 6, possibly. I could be wrong, but
I like
It's
it.
a chance.
You're
I
fading
like the
me
pitching
because I'm
matchup.
taking the over, and if we get that, obviously the under's going to hit.
Yeah, but teams could get 5, 6 runs in the 8th and 9th inning. That's what
true
the D-backs
with
have
those
done.
bullpens.
Yeah, so we love sticking to our first 5. That's gonna be about it for us. Any last word, boys, before we get up out of here?
Thanks, everyone.
He suck.
You gotta,
He suck.
always gotta say it. Yeah.
Every time I
But they have been heating up. They had a triple play in the game yesterday.
Yeah, didn't they have like 3 triple plays or something?
Something like
2
that.
already, and the last one was a game ender. They ended the game with it.
Right? Ooh.
Talk about luck, huh?
Hey,
Red Sox don't do that.
Yeah, Red Sox also was in first place half the season. We're not in last place like them.
Oh my God.
Come on, man. We're honestly not think they're ahead of Toronto.
Yeah.
We in third place like them. We in a wild card. These two lead wild card now.
Jenny, Joey, anything for you?
now let's go Mets. How about that?
Yeah, let's go. We're going to a home stand. So we will see you guys on Friday with more picks, hot takes. Everyone have a great week. Good luck on your wagers. Please follow us on Twitter and Instagram. It helps us out tremendously. Be a friend, tell a friend, and everyone, best of luck.